Hi everyone, this is Mr. Wu. In this week's lesson, we will practice different ways of participating in a group discussion. We will continue to use the paper 4 from last time, which is about helicopter parenting. Now, just a reminder, the DSE speaking exam has two parts. Paper 4 has part A and part B. The part A is a group discussion, a GD. You will have 10 minutes to prepare. If you are in a group of 4 students, then you will discuss for 8 minutes. If you are in a group of only 3 students, then you will discuss for 6 minutes. After your group discussion, you will go to do part B, which is an individual response, or IR. In this part, the examiner, the teacher, will ask you a question. You will have 1 minute to give an answer, to respond, to give a presentation. You will not have time to prepare. So this part is a lot more challenging. All right. After the 10-minute preparation, you should have ideas and an organized note card ready to use in your group discussion. So we will practice doing that today. Now, last time I gave you a table like this to put in some information to organize your ideas so that you can refer to them, so that you can look at them easily in your group discussion. Now, if you remember, the purpose for this group discussion is that you are going to write a letter to the editor. So you have to talk about ideas that you can put in the letter. What is the letter about? The letter will be about your views on helicopter parenting. Now, in the article in the paper 4, it talked about some good things and bad things about helicopter parenting. It gave some advice. All right, so we want to put that in our note card. What are the good things about helicopter parenting? All right, helicopter parenting allows parents to keep their children safe. Parents can make it easy for their children, make things easy for their children. They give tools to their children to survive, and they give tools to their children to succeed in the real world, to do well in the real world. And they can help their children to become productive members of society. Okay? Members of society, or people who have things to produce things and share it with the rest of us in society. That's what a productive members of society is. So these are some of the good points about helicopter parenting. What are some of the negatives, the bad points about helicopter parenting? Helicopter parents, they don't let their children make their own decisions. They make the decisions for them, right? Because they want to make them safe, they want to protect them. And these children, when they're grown up, they don't know, they are unable, they cannot make good choices. They don't know what to do. And they are unable to protect themselves from their own stupidity. Maybe they have a bad idea, maybe they have a stupid idea, but they cannot tell that these ideas are bad, these ideas are stupid, and that's why they make mistakes. And that's why helicopter parenting is not good for them. So we have one column of advantages of helicopter parenting and one column of disadvantages about helicopter parenting. In the article, it also gave parents some advice. it says that parents should ease off gradually. Okay, ease off means to let go, right? To let their little by little let go of their control of their children and give their children more freedom, more space, okay, more opportunity, more chances, and responsibility, okay, things that they should take care of, right? This responsibility is duties. That's what responsibility. Okay, because then the children will learn to make decisions, okay, and to succeed in the real world. So there are two pieces of advice that the article gave to parents. And then finally, you want to write down some words that will be useful to you that you can use in your group discussion. Okay? Words like succeed, words like gradually. We are talking about the good and the bad of parenting, so you can use words like pros and cons, advantages or disadvantages. All right, so at the end of your 10-minute preparation, by the end of the preparation, you should have an easy to understand and organized note card like this. Okay, then your note card will be helpful to you. So now that your note card is ready, let's talk about how to discuss, how to interact in groups in different ways, right? You want to participate in as many different ways as possible. The first thing that you can do is to start the discussion. When you start the discussion, there are three things that you should do. You should greet and welcome everyone first. Okay, and you can do that by saying, "Thank you all for coming. Let's begin." And then you need to make clear what the topic and the purpose of your group discussion are. Okay, what are you supposed to be talking about and why you are having a group discussion? We have to write a letter to the editor about helicopter parenting. Okay. Before you finish, you should ask other members to suggest ideas, to give ideas. And you can do that by saying, "What are your views about helicopter parenting?" Okay, so this is one way to participate in the group discussion, and that is by starting the discussion. Okay, you can start a discussion. You can certainly give an idea, to suggest an idea. Again, there are three things that you should do when you suggest an idea. You must make clear what the idea is. I think helicopter parenting can be good or bad. So you're talking about helicopter parenting, but your point is that it can be good or bad. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be all bad. It can be good or bad. And then you want to describe that good or bad or explain why it can be both. You can do that by saying, when it is good, parents give their children the tools to succeed. When it is bad, the parents protect their children too much. All right, so a little bit of explanation here. And then you want to finish by asking asking someone to respond, asking your group members to respond, because you want to keep the discussion going, right? And you can do that by saying, "What do you all think?" Right? So another way to participate is to give or suggest an idea. You can also agree with other people with an idea, but make sure you give your reasons for the agreement. Right? First, you need to make the idea that you agree with clear. What is it that you are agreeing with? I would agree that helicopter parenting can be good. Okay, so you think it's a good thing. So you explain why. If parents would gradually give their children freedom and responsibility, then the children will learn to survive. that's your reason. And then when you finish, ask others to respond. Wouldn't you agree? All right, then your discussion will continue. You can also disagree. Okay, and again, make sure you give a reason. Okay, so you make your disagreement clear. I'm not sure about helicopter parenting being good for children. So you think it's a bad thing. Why? Here's your reason. The children can't learn to make good decisions because their parents worry too much about them making mistakes. Okay, so after your explanation, right, ask others to respond. You can do that by saying, how can helicopter parenting be good then? Okay, when you ask a question like this, then the other members will have to answer. So these are the different ways that you can participate in a group discussion. You can start a discussion, you can give your idea, you can agree, you can disagree. So there are at least 4 different ways that you can participate. Now next, I want to introduce some other expressions that you can use in your group discussion. What I have just told you was just an example of what you can say. When you start your discussion, okay, you can greet and welcome by saying, welcome everyone. Shall we start our discussion? And when you talk about your topic and the purpose, you can say, our job today, ... or we are meeting to ... And when you ask for people to give their ideas, you can say, what would you suggest? Or can you offer an idea? Okay, when you make a suggestion, give an idea with explanations, okay, you can make your idea clear by saying, I believe we should ... It would be good to ... Okay, and when you explain your idea, you can say, this kind of parenting is ... Or I made this suggestion because ... And when you ask others to respond, you can say, would you agree? Or wouldn't you agree? Or you can even ask if there is any disagreement. When you agree with reason, okay, you should make your idea clear by saying, I think ... is a good idea, or I think ... is a good suggestion, or you can say, I like that idea, and then you explain why. You can say, the ... is what? The ... looks what? The ... seems to be what? Okay, or you can simply say, I like the idea because ... And then you ask others to respond by saying, what else can we talk about? Or how about another idea? When you disagree with reasons, okay, you can make your disagreement clear by saying, I'm not sure about ... I disagree with the idea of ... Okay, and then you explain why. I don't think that's a good idea because ... The idea is good, but ... And then you ask others to respond by saying, don't you think so? Okay, do you know what I mean? All right, then your discussion will continue. All right, so here are some extra expressions that you can use in your group discussion. For practice, I would like you to prepare a script like the one that I have, like the example that I have given, about your own views. Okay, what do you think about helicopter parenting? Okay, try to use different ways to participate. Okay, try starting a discussion. Try agreeing, try disagreeing, try giving your ideas. And when that is finished, okay, read the script aloud so that you can practice saying them in a group discussion. All right, that's today's lesson. I will see you next time.